Have you ever wondered what makes your experience of the world different from a robot's? Today, we're going to delve into the fascinating realm of consciousness and the unique quality of experience known as qualia. Imagine seeing a breathtaking sunset or tasting the rich sweetness of chocolate. You might describe these experiences in words, but the actual feeling, the sensation, is entirely personal. It's subjective. No two people experience the same sunset or the same chocolate in exactly the same way. This is qualia, the individual instances of subjective conscious experience. Now compare this to a computer processing data. It might analyze the colors of a sunset or the chemical composition of chocolate, but does it experience it? Can it feel the warmth of the setting sun or the melt-in-your-mouth goodness of chocolate? So the question is, what makes our experiences so unique and rich, and how does it relate to our consciousness? Imagine if we could see the world through another's eyes. Would their red be your blue, or their sweet your salty? Welcome to the vibrant world of qualia, the term philosophers use to describe the subjective quality of our experiences. It's the sensation of the cold wind on your face on a brisk morning, the taste of a tart lemon, the smell of freshly cut grass. These are all qualia. Consider color perception. We all agree that the sky is blue, but is your perception of blue the same as mine? You might see a rich royal blue, while I might see a soft baby blue. It's a deeply personal experience that we can't quite put into words. And that's the beauty and complexity of qualia. It's so profoundly individualistic that it's virtually impossible to convey accurately from one person to another. There's a thought experiment called Mary's Room, where a scientist named Mary knows everything there is to know about color, but she has lived her entire life in a black and white room. One day she sees a red apple for the first time. Despite all her knowledge, this experience of redness is new to her. That's qualia, the what-it's-like aspect of conscious experience. The concept of qualia emphasizes the subjective nature of our experiences, highlighting the fact that we're all living in slightly different versions of the world around us, colored by our unique senses. It brings a sense of wonder and a dash of mystery to our understanding of consciousness. It's like each of us has a personal filter through which we perceive the world, a filter that's shaped by our unique experiences, senses, and cognition. Qualia are not just about perception, they also play a role in our emotions and thoughts, making our conscious life a rich tapestry of individual experiences. So, qualia are the individual experiences that make up our conscious life, but how do they come about? Does our brain paint the world in colors, or is it more like a radio tuning into the world's frequency? This question takes us to the heart of our exploration, the brain's role in creating qualia. Let's imagine you're listening to your favorite song. The notes, the rhythm, the lyrics, they all come together to create a unique experience. But where does this experience originate? It begins with your ears picking up sound waves and transforming them into electrical signals. These signals then travel to your brain, which interprets them as music, creating your unique experience of the song. That's qualia for you. Similarly, when you smell a fresh flower, it's not just about the scent molecules interacting with your nose. It's about how your brain interprets these signals, creating a subjective experience that's uniquely yours. Different parts of the brain are responsible for processing different types of information. The occipital lobe, for instance, is responsible for vision, while the temporal lobe processes sound. The olfactory bulb, located at the front of the brain, interprets smells. Each of these brain areas contributes to forming qualia by interpreting the signals they receive and creating our subjective experiences. Despite this, it's important to note that qualia isn't just about the brain processing information. It's also about how we perceive and interpret that information based on our past experiences, our emotions, and our consciousness. It's about how a song can make us feel nostalgic, or how a certain scent can transport us back in time. This is what makes qualia so intriguing and complex. However, as much as we've learned about the brain's role in creating qualia, there's still so much we don't know. How does the brain create subjective experiences? How do our consciousness and qualia interact? These are questions that scientists are still trying to answer. While our brain plays a critical role in forming qualia, The complete understanding of this phenomenon remains a mystery. Is consciousness just a byproduct of our brain's complex workings, or is it something more? This question has sparked countless debates among philosophers, scientists and thinkers alike. The mystery of consciousness remains one of the most profound puzzles in the realm of human understanding. Some theories argue that consciousness is a fundamental aspect of the universe, much like space and time. Proponents of this view, known as panpsychism, suggest that consciousness is a basic characteristic of all matter. It's everywhere, from the smallest atom to the vast galaxies, intertwined in the fabric of existence itself. On the other hand, there's a contrasting perspective that sees consciousness as a product of complex computation by the brain. This is the materialist view, which posits that our experiences, thoughts and emotions, collectively known as qualia, are merely sophisticated outputs of the brain's intricate neural network. To them, consciousness is not a universal property but a unique phenomenon that arises from the complex interplay of billions of neurons inside our skulls. The debate doesn't stop there. There's also the dualist perspective, which proposes that consciousness exists independently of the physical world. This view asserts that our minds and the material world are two distinct entities, each with its own laws and properties. Then there's the theory of integrated information, which suggests that consciousness arises from the way information is processed and integrated. It's not about the complexity of the computation, but about the depth and richness of the information being processed. While these theories offer different insights, none of them has been able to provide a definitive answer to the enigma of consciousness. It's a mystery that continues to baffle and intrigue us, a riddle that seems to deepen the more we explore it. Regardless of where you stand in this debate, it's clear that consciousness and the qualia it produces are central to our lives. We've embarked on a fascinating journey into the heart of our subjective experiences today. We've explored qualia, those unique sensations that color our world and shape our personal experiences. From the vibrant red of a sunset to the comforting warmth of a cup of tea. These experiences are as diverse as they are intimate. We've delved into the brain's role in creating these experiences, a marvel of nature that transforms electrical signals into a symphony of sensations. Yet the exact mechanism remains an enigma, a puzzle that scientists and philosophers continue to grapple with. And we've pondered the great mystery of consciousness itself, a topic that has sparked debates and stirred imaginations for centuries. Is consciousness merely a product of our brains, or is it something more? Remember, the world is full of wonder and mystery, and your unique experiences make it all the richer. So keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay curious. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing journeys into our minds and the world around us.